Hey everybody. Um, this video is going to be about some the government stuff, but I gotta say right now, this is going to be an update on my family problems. I'm not going to be able to really discuss any more about what's going on uh, because of you guys obviously know why. Um, I can't be talking about this stuff. The people that are involved in this watch my channel. They're picking up information off of my channel, so I can no longer be talking about the legal stuff that I'm involved in right now. I want you all to know my PayPal.me/Watachee1, spelled just like it is on my channel. Watachee is spelled exactly the same way with the one behind it. That PayPal account will stay up throughout this entire fight. When my money runs out, my fight might run out. I don't know. Different things being looked at. There's a couple different things happening that I might not have to put out a dime. Who knows? But until that point, right now, I'm having to supply what they need until a certain point. But um, I have used about every avenue, free avenue, that is, government avenue so far. I can't talk about what's come out of those avenues at this point, but let's just say I have been in. Let's just put it like this. Today, I talked to the Attorney General of Alabama, and it went all. And I've also talked to who is supposed to be the front line, and that's the Limestone County Sheriff's Department. So I've got a lot of people watching in high places of how this is going to be handled. Um, that's about as far as I can go with this anymore, people. I can't. If I get on here and talk about it, I'm doing nothing but helping the other side. So I've got to stop that and go back to focusing. Let them guys deal with what they're doing, and I'm going to go back to focusing on the government shit. I've got to get my mind off of my family right now. My personal family, my closest people, is right here with me. There's no worries here. Everything else is a long ways away from me, and I'm still trying to deal with it. And I'm being fought by Satan's bride, so you can imagine what I'm going through. But people, I want to get into. I didn't have a chance when all this attack on the state building in Washington, D.C. I had a lot of information coming in. I was reading parts of it. My wife surprised me with the whole thing because usually I'm about 10 steps ahead of what my wife knows. But because of the stuff that's been going on with my family, my wife came in one day, the day that the attack on the, I can't even say it's an attack. I don't know what to call it at this point, but we'll call it the attack on the state building. Uh, that day, I didn't even know nothing happened. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and because I was dealing with so much other stuff, I didn't know. My wife come in and said, "Hey, what's the latest?" And I said, "What's the latest on what?" And she's going, "You don't know about what's going on in DC?" Said, "I ain't heard a damn word." I turned on the news, CNN and shit, and I was flipping out, people. I didn't even know none of this shit was going on because of what's going on in my own life. And I'm kind of glad I didn't just jump up on it and start running with it, because if you usually hang out a little bit and before you jump on something. You'll find out a little bit more of the truth will come out before you just make a bunch of assumptions. But, and I did wait. And you know what I'm starting to find out now is the whole damn thing looked like a big setup. Yeah, they said it was all right for the protesters to come in there and everything. And then I believe they had people that infiltrated the protesters, and they start egging them on or whatever. The protesters might have had even an idea that they were going to go and march on the building or whatever. What you start seeing in the real videos that start coming in later, the damn cops were pulling back the barriers and letting people through. They were, there was a lot of fishy shit going on now that all the videos and stuff are starting to come out. So you got to start to wonder, okay, these guys, yeah, they got them hooting and hollering and shit. And, the protesters went to a certain point, and then the cops started letting them through. And they're thinking, oh, hell, the cops are going to help us. We got this thing won, And then they have people that's infiltrated them that they don't know, that they decide they're going to bust windows, steal computers, do shit like this in order to make the whole damn bunch of them look like fucking terrorists. See, they don't understand that they were infiltrated by the CIA probably, or the FBI or whatever. They had this all planned, people. When you start planning this shit, like stuff like this, and you're announcing it over the, the media, whatever it might be, Facebook or whatever, you're going to march on the state building or whatever. Well, you better have enough damn people. Now, this is what don't make sense to me. These people, what? They knew they didn't have enough people to hold off the cops. They knew they didn't have enough people to hold off the Secret Service. They knew they didn't have enough people to hold off the military. They knew, hell, they didn't even have enough money. I could have held them off with about, I mean, once they got in the building, there wasn't even no fighting. These stupid, the ones that went and got themselves stupid on this, that went and stole shit out of the rooms and, whether it's a document or a computer or whatever. And then these stupid asses come out. Yeah, these guys, they probably work for the people behind all this. They went in there, they still didn't lose nothing because they paid these people to go in there and steal these computers and steal this paperwork and whatever. And say, so then they can say, oh, well, these guys come in and they stole top security clearance shit. This is felonies and shit. We can't have this. So now they're in behind closed doors right now, behind our backs, passing laws like you wouldn't believe. They're going to make, you ain't even going to be able to allowed to protest anymore. They're going to finish off what was left of the First Amendment, people. They're going to finish it off. You watch and see. They're already claiming all these damn guys were all Trump supporters. And seeing how all the Trump supporters have been lying since the beginning, and now they've done this attack on the state building, well, they shouldn't have any say so. They should be shut down completely. No, that's what we need to do. Just shut down all competition to the evil. Now, I'm not saying Trump and the Trump backers aren't evil, because that's already been proven. They believe the stupid shit Trump's telling them, so that makes them evil. But people, this whole thing, they set this whole thing up. You people keep falling for every fucking bullshit story they tell you. They set you up, just like Pearl Harbor. Oh, the Japanese just snuck in. Nobody knew they was coming. They just snuck in and they blew up fucking Pearl Harbor. It was an act. No way. It was just a surprise attack. Yeah, bullshit. They knew the motherfuckers were coming. They wanted to get all them ships blown up so they could get us to build them all brand new ships and go into World War II. You people don't even understand the level of deceit that Satan is using on all of you. They got you believing there's a virus that's going to kill y'all. The virus ain't going to kill you. The government's going to kill you. That's who's going to kill you. You don't have to look no farther on the day you die than the government, because they've killed you in one way or another. They've either killed you with pills they've had you sucking on all your life, like me, or they've killed you with the stuff they're spraying in the air, like me, or they've killed you with the shit they put in your food, like me. They've killed you with the shit they put in your water, like me. They've killed you with every fucking thing. And that's their goal. Their new reset has nothing to do with you being in it. Their new reset, they want all, if nothing else, the kids. That way they can brainwash them motherfuckers as they raise them. All you have to do is look at the kids today compared to the kids when I was born. We were still about freedoms and rights and shit. The kids that are born today, they've been brainwashed so bad. These guys want socialism. They want the government to give them a house, give them a car. They just don't realize they're not going to get no good shit. They'll get the government to give you shit, but nothing you get from the government's going to be good, because they're going to take all the money for themselves. You're going to get what scraps is left, just like your goddamn stimulus check. That's $600 you got. You was out, or if you've been on unemployment, you've lost a hell of a lot more than $600, people. They took $2 trillion to give you $600. Who do you think lined their pockets that's going to set them up for life? Can you say Trump? Can you say Biden? Can you say Republicans? Can you say Democrats? Can you say liberals? Can you say conservatives? They're all bought and paid for. Why do you think the Zionist Jews let them keep all the money they steal from you? Because once they no longer need the Trumps and the Bidens, they're going to kill them and take all their shit. So it doesn't matter how much money they give them boys to do what they're doing. They're just going to be the next ones in line they kill off and take from them. Do you guys not all realize this shit? Pakistan, they fucking took off the power in the whole country in Pakistan. You think that ain't coming here? You better keep thinking, people. They said, I heard something about the damn Vatican got the power shut up. I don't really believe that, because the Vatican's part of the Zionist Jews. If they did it to try to convince people they're not. And only the morons will believe it. You know, they'll probably come up with London being the next place to be shut down. Bullshit. If London, Washington, or the Vatican shut down, it's only because they're trying to convince you something that's not true. Now, people, they're saying a lot of stuff's going on right now that Trump's not even going to leave the fucking White House. That they're going to do his inauguration in the White House, and Biden's going to be inaugurated in where they normally do it. What the fuck does that mean, people? Trump supposedly, now they ain't showed any bit of paperwork or not, but some people are saying Trump signed the Insurrection Act or something. I don't even know how to pronounce it, to be honest with you. Now, nothing I've seen is proved that he signed it, but it don't mean he hasn't. They're also saying that he's going to dump Pence, and General Flynn's going to be his vice president in his second term. People, last time we had two presidents, we had the Civil War. So what does that tell you? I mean, come on. Last time we had two presidents, we had a Civil War. If we have two presidents today, we're going to have a Civil War. It's just not going to be the North from the South. It's going to be the fucking liberals and the conservatives, or the Democrats and the Republicans, or the fucking right and the left, or whatever this two-party paradigm you guys are all hanging to. But don't come to me. Only thing I can say right now is from what they're showing on TV, the Trump backers were protesting. I don't even know if they were actually Trump backers. But they moved down the street to the Capitol building and they did whatever they say, whatever the news says that they did. Now, if this is all true, and I'm not saying it is, that these were all Trump backers and they did exactly what the news is saying they did, if this is true, then all I can say is I kind of back them a little more than I would have ever backed the left and what was going on during Trump's campaign with the all the rioting in the streets, burning of the buildings, the destruction of personal property, while the Democrats were willing to burn everything down. They went after the city they lived in, or they went after the city other people lived in. They didn't go after the damn disease. They went after the symptoms, I guess you would say, or whatever. I don't even know what you would say. Who the left was going at while the Trump was in, while Trump was president or is president. But I know this, that if this was the Trump backers, if this was the conservatives, if this was the Republicans, if this was the right, and they're going after somebody, they're going after the damn disease. Because the disease is in Washington, D.C., people. It's not out here in downtown cities. Yeah, you got a little bit, you got the cancer in your cities because you got these corrupted governors, you got these corrupted mayors, you got these corrupted sheriffs. So you still got the disease in it's kind of like state, or not stages, but just passed through. It's not fully 100% corrupted, but the damn federal government is. I swear, people, the minute you wake up and you decide you are a free human being under God's eyes, and man's law is secondary, you'll realize you're enslaved because you allowed your God's law to be taken away and man's law to replace it. And man's law will always enslave man. Don't know what else to tell you, folks. If you don't believe that, if you believe another man has a right to tell you what to do and what not to do, then you're already a slave. What do they call that? There's a Stockholm syndrome, I believe it's called, where you fall in love with your master or your enslaver or whatever. People, sorry. My only person that I will follow and have as a leader is Jesus Christ. There is no man on this earth today that I would follow as a leader. Not to the point that I would allow him to remove my rights, freedoms, and steal all my shit from me like you guys are allowing this to happen. And if you guys think this ain't going to get worse, you better wake up. Just start looking at what they're doing. Look at Canada. Look at Canada. That's your northern border. Better look and see what that damn clown's doing up there, because it's going to slide right down into your country. People, I will try to keep you up on what's going on with the government, as long as I've got so much going on. You guys, I know you understand that. So, but I am going to start putting my focus back on this and allowing the people that are working for me in other places to do their job. And once it's done to the point I can talk about it, I'll tell you guys all what's going on or what's happened, how it worked out and everything. But I still ask you guys if you have anything that you can help me with to pay for these people that are helping me, it would be appreciated. If you can't, no problems. I'm still going to carry on. Um, I can only do what I can do. So may God bless us all, folks, because that's the only way out of this. And make no mistake, God loves you, and so do I. Have a good day.